Best thing about life in Britain.
Is it the moonlight glistening off a broken shopping trolley in a canal, reflecting off a dead dog's eyes? Is it that?
It's almost like a Beatles lyric.
You're never more than 500 miles away from Stephen Fry. I met him once. It was like hanging out with Google.
Life in Britain is just brilliant. I mean, I don't know why, but people just love it. And you sense this when people go on holiday. We tend to book holidays for 2 weeks, but then we all have this theory that, well, 10 days would have been enough, you know? We went for 2 weeks and we had a great time. The hotel was great and it was just fantastic. But, you know, after 10 days, you just want to get back to your shit life, don't you?
That's usually because you've found another British couple and they keep following you. You sort of make friends on the first 2 days and then you try and couple dump them for the rest of the time. Yeah, we'll meet you by the restaurant. Will we?
OK.
Is it the incredibly high standards set by the BBC? I've been away.
Jodie, what do you think? What's the best thing about life in Britain?
I was about to say Strictly.
Yeah.
Oh, how's John Sargent still in it? He can barely walk. Rich, you live here and you...
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, you live here. What do you like about it?
No one says have a nice day to you, because it's not possible. Your dreams and your hopes and your optimism, all these great things that you have, and then you walk out of your house and a guy on a scaffold pees on your head.
I'll give you a clue. You can display them at the dinner table.
Your balls.
Your Nazi silverware.
Table manners.
Table manners, yeah, good manners is the right answer, I'll give you that. Yes, the best thing about life in Britain is good manners, and that was a survey of contemporary Britain conducted in 1873. In a poll to find the best thing about the 80s, the Rubik's Cube came second. What came top?
Top of the
Disco
Pops.
dancing, Top of the Pops, Dallas.
Seeing Boy George on Top of the Pops and thinking, oh, there's a career I could nick.
One of the best things about the 80s is we didn't have all those let's bring back shows from the 80s shows. Shitty shows. They go, let's get them all back together again. They were just on. Best thing about the 80s?
It was Karen Powell.
Karen Powell?
Yeah.
Who was she?
It's the girl I got off with. She let me do everything.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Can you give us a clue?
I can give you a bit of a clue. Yeah, it was a televisual event for most people.
Oh! Live Aid! Live Aid!
I'm going to claim for that. I'm going to look a right dick on the claim form, aren't I? How did the injury happen? I just got hit by someone being a bit overly camp. You just like that skin because it's like the ball bag skin, don't you?
It's Live Aid, Jimmy.
That's the right answer. The right answer. Yes, in a poll to find the best thing about the 80s, Live Aid came top. Who can forget the haunting skeletal face, the dirty rags, the flies around the mouth? Bob Geldof could have had a bath. Best thing about camping.
Camping, some people don't like camping. Some people see it as negative. They see it like as a barbecue you can never escape from. It just goes on all night. No, I quite like it. I like just wandering around the campsite with a toilet roll. Even if I'm not going to go to the toilet. People don't talk to you, they leave you alone. They go, hey, I've seen you... they go, and then they go, right, yeah.
I bought my first tent this year to go to a festival. It was a 2-room tent, which sounds quite roomy, and then you get there. One of the rooms they've given you is the porch. I was going to take 2 rooms on holiday. I wouldn't choose the porch. Choose the bedroom and the toilet. Because I've never woken up at 4 a.m. and thought, I need the porch.
I hate camping. There's nothing good about camping.
You look as if you love camping. You're so rough and ready. You're such a tomboy.
But I did camp when I climbed up Kilimanjaro, and it was horrific. I wouldn't recommend it.
Horrific?
Yeah.
Because it was an amazing thing to do. How far up did you... Because you went...
We got to the top, yeah.
You got to
we
the top.
all got to the top.
How many days it was?
9 days.
9 days hiking. Wow.
And then sleeping in a lovely tent every night.
Who did you camp with in Kilimanjaro? Who are you with?
Me, Cheryl and Alicia Dixon, all 3 of us.
You,
shared
Cheryl and
a tent.
Alicia in a tent?
Yeah.
What were you wearing? Did you have a portaloo? Did they have to bring a portaloo?
There wasn't a portaloo, there was a bucket. For the
Did you have to
girls.
use a shiwi?
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't?
It freaked me out.
Did you have one?
Yeah. Fern Cotton brought them. She gave us all shiwis.
What's
but
the
it
shiwi
freaked
again?
me
Explain
out.
the shiwi.
The shiwi is a plastic device
Look at
that a
me.
woman can use to pee standing up.
I think the problem is the name. I think Shiwi puts people off. It should be called Lady Go Anywhere.
OK, best thing about camping? It's a financial thing.
It's cheap.
That's the right answer. I loved camping as a child. What could be more fun than lying in a field at night with just a sheet of canvas between you and your dad giving it to your mum like a steam train? In a poll to find the best thing about retirement, taking up new hobbies came second. What came first? So what's the best thing about retirement?
Is it finding out what your dog does all day long? At work, I imagine people have got a dog and think, what's he doing now? When you're retired, you go, oh, he sits over there. And he goes over there for a bit. And then he goes up the stairs, pines at my bedroom door, then comes back down.
I'll definitely pretend to forget my relatives.
Oh, yeah, that's
Don't know who you are. You might as well leave. Then carry on watching the telly. Thank God they've gone.
The train journey to Switzerland. Lovely scenery. That's the last time I used Eurostar, but I told my nan we were going to Euro Disney.
I'm just going to do all the things I do now, but not get the piss taken out of me for them. Right? I'm going to tuck things in, I'm going to pull my trousers up, I'm going to buy slippers. I bought a pair of slippers last week, and, you know, at my age, you have to make an ironic, just wacky, just, you know, it's just a joke, really. Just, I want to wear slippers in my house. Really soft on the inside, and sliding into a slipper.
Sorry, give me the sliding into a slipper noise. That should be a lady.
What are you putting in the slipper?
If you've got if you got the right slipper, you don't need a woman. That's what I'm going to say.
I think eating. I think my gran was a big eater, just never store and not eating. Yeah, they love listing who's dead.
Oh, that's their best thing ever,
that's
yeah.
like their favourite thing. All excited that Janet's dead, and they've outlasted Janet.
People you don't know.
Yeah. Do you know Elsie? You know her mum?
Whoa, 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 whoa. OK, my nan...
not Elsie.
My nan's called Elsie.
No, Elsie's all right.
I can't believe they found you first.
I've got some really terrible news. Ollie is your new granddad.
Like, your first reaction when you found out I was your grandson was to give me a pervy wink.
OK, so Beth, you've been the closest so far, Sean, with your trip to Switzerland.
Is it holidays?
I'll give you that. The best thing about retirement is time to travel the world. Of course, once you've retired, you can go anywhere. Down to the post office, to the bingo, to the post office, then maybe the bingo, or even the bingo, and then the post office. Best thing about the countryside?
Having a nature week.
You live pretty much on a farm, don't you? Is it a farm?
I do live on a farm, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a working farm.
Works very well, thanks.
Your team does this evening, John, if you don't mind me saying, look like a farmer's convention. In a good way. In a good way. It just looks as if you're all here going, well, we'd like to learn a lot more about combine harvesters this week.
I think the joys of the countryside are subtle, aren't they?
Cow pat.
Subtle.
I think it's the best. Just that they called it cow pat. I think it's brilliant.
Quite easily pleased, Stacey.
Did you ever go cow tipping? Everyone pushes over a cow and they're like... Get back up again.
Have you ever done that? Have you? It's a lot of fun.
Fly tipping is very intricate. The best thing about the country is hanging around the woods and waiting for Alex James to run past. And all his gear. It's very funny.
I'd like to do it naked. I would like to run naked through the countryside.
Well, you own quite a big bit of land. You could just do that on your own land. They can't stop you, I don't think.
No, just everywhere.
There's something... A man running naked is never good. There's some flippity-floppity going on there. What do you like most about the countryside, David?
I like the lawlessness of it.
Given the frequency of murders in Midsummer and how late John Nettles solves them, imagine if you lived anywhere other than that, you could get away with a murder. Because he only just gets it anyway. If I lived in another village you didn't live in, I could definitely harpoon the cricket scorer.
Jack, you ever been to the country?
Yeah.
Like it? Hate it?
I like shooting owls. They got no right flying around at night. All the birds merely go to bed at night time, and they don't do that. So I don't have any truck with that.
That sounds like the sort of thing a psychopath would write in blood on a wall, going, I killed the owls because the birds go sleep night time. Really, you don't really shoot all the owls anyway.
No,
you were just having a bit of fun.
It was just for comic effect. Comic effect.
Come on, everyone, relax a bit. I'll tell you what I like about the countryside is the vibrant wife-swapping communities. I mean, you can get unlucky. You go, oh, it's Auntie Sue again.
Still, she makes a terrific breakfast. Best thing about the countryside, I'll give you a clue.
Is it seeing Land Rovers in their natural habitat? Roaming free across. A lot of kids have never seen them in the wild.
They serve beer.
The pubs.
That's the right answer.
The pubs.
Yes, the best thing about the countryside is country pubs. I stayed in the countryside, and every night I found myself in the ploughman's arms. He was so hunky, I just couldn't help myself. Best thing about staying in a hotel.
Well, there's lots of things. I mean, if it's a good hotel, you won't bump into Lenny Henry. I like using the safe. I love it. I love it. I feel like a spy. I open it up and put stuff in there. They'll never find it. Ah, thrill. And then I deliberately forget the combination, so the staff have to come up and open it up. And there's just a sock in there.
The best thing about a hotel is being able to pay by the hour, isn't it? Because I'm a shagger. I like to shag. I think that's become obvious.
Have you forgotten who you are? You live alone and...
You never shag?
Oh, that is a
Don't openly laugh in his face, Tess, as much. And sometimes that can bring him down a little bit if you just openly laugh in his face. And he's never getting any.
That's going to be the sentence I hear on a loop when I'm trying to sleep tonight. I can just hear, you never shag.
My favourite thing in hotels is pissing in the sink. You know when you go to a hotel and it's a bit cheap and they go, oh, there's no toilet, you have to go down the hallway, and you look at them and say, do you really think I'm going to walk down the hallway?
That's something a woman would never do.
A woman
would never do that.
No.
That's what seals were invented for.
Classy bird does it in the ice bucket, don't she? My mum used to piss in the bin. In the kitchen. Because the house was so cold, she'd run in the kitchen and piss in the bin, right? And in the morning, I had to empty the bin. Where I was only little and I had to get the bin up and over the big bin, quite often this water would run down the bin. So for years I used to think, why is all this water in the bin? And then one day I saw her in the kitchen pissing in the bin and the mystery was solved.
I think the best part of staying in a hotel is that when you call the front desk, the reception, they have to pick up the phone. They can't ignore your calls, like friends you never see or your parents, or they have to pick up the phone and they have to listen to you tell them how rough things are and how you've chosen the wrong industry. They have to. It's their job to listen to you and hear you cry. Like, they have to.
When Vern and I got married, all our guests stayed in the hotel at the venue.
Of course.
The day after the wedding, we were checking out and we got a phone call from reception saying one of your guests has left a rather large hotel bill. They haven't paid their bill. But, you know, they're extras. So I said, oh, OK, fair enough, they must have forgot, well, what are the extras? And they said, well, it's about £200. I said, well, what have they had? Champagne on rooms? They said, well, actually, they've watched the entire collection of adult movies. And there's like 20 over the 2 nights. They'd had them all and a bottle of champagne while they were watching it. Seriously, I kid you not.
Shall we name and shame?
I can't do that.
It's Bruce,
I better not.
Bruce.
That man is an animal.
OK, best thing about staying in a hotel?
Room service.
The right answer. Yes, the best thing about staying in a hotel is room service. Number 4 on the list is the minibar. I love the minibar. Nothing says I'm on holiday like spending £15 on a can of Coke. Best thing about being a pensioner?
Countdown.
The best thing about being a pensioner is the little wheelie trolley. You get to carry around for all the things you find. Yeah. Sometimes you see, like, a nice fur cone, don't you, or something like that, and you've got nowhere to put it when you're a young, hip dude like what I am, but when I'm older, zip it open, I'll keep a fur cone in there. I see someone's dog I like, I'll just have that. Leave it home. What have you got? I don't know, I can't remember, but I'm sure it's fun. That's my voice when I'm older.
In many ways, some people are already pensioners, aren't they, John?
The best thing about being a pensioner, I think, is that you can do what you want to do. My father's 93, and he occasionally visits a sex worker, or, as they say back home, a chicken head. And
what the who then?
A chicken head, a woman who has sex for money to support her crack addiction.
Oh, and the chicken head is a
colloquialism.
reference
Yeah.
Sure, gotcha.
I asked him, I said, how does it go? You know, he said, well, she's a real nice young lady, and he said, sometime it go up, sometime it don't. But if it don't, she don't charge me. She a real sweet girl.
Reg D. Hunter Sr., we salute you.
Nice when you're older, you get to tell people they're attractive and it's not pervy. Like, old people always go, oh, aren't you pretty, aren't you bonny? And there's no weirdness, they're just... If you say it at my age, it's just weird. You go, oh, you're pretty.
At your age, you're in the prime years, you are a significant sexual threat.
Have you not met John? That is not a significant sexual threat.
Well, he is not a significant sexual threat to you, obviously. But to somebody out there, he is a significant sexual threat.
There's a sock in a drawer somewhere, quaking.
OK, best thing about being a pensioner. It is something you don't do.
Something you don't do?
Yes.
You don't have to work.
That's the right answer. Yes, the best thing about being a pensioner is not having to work. Of course, in the north of England, some grannies have to work well into their 30s. Best thing about living with your parents?
Oh, it's washing them, isn't it? For the age my parents are at, it's getting up in the morning and giving them a good wash. It's like, it's like the elephants in the zoo. I just stand them on the end of the table. I get hose, I scrub them all down.
How big are your parents?
Also, if you live with your parents, you can keep tabs on your inheritance, can't you? So, you don't need to have an evening meal. You had a big lunch. You don't need a new carpet. It's fine. Just take
Eating
glasses
on
off.
Bonacardi, you'll be fine.
No, don't spend that. This is mine.
Also, another one is you don't need to make up lies on how well you're doing, because they know you're a failure.
Catherine, how old were you when you moved out?
18.
18, and you
Yes.
never went back?
I never went back. I came to the UK by myself, and I'm a working foreign single mom.
Whoa. There's no need for a round of applause there. The Daily Mail want her out. What age were you when you moved out?
31.
You moved out last year?
Yeah, they started putting the news on.
No, right, the best thing...
You moved out last year?
Well, the best thing about living at home with my mum and dad was I used to ring them from the bedroom and say, can you put the kettle on, and stuff like that. And I know it sounds really bad, but we are from Essex, and that's what you do there.
But what if you, in that paper when you get back, because I think the hardest thing would be making excuses. If you want to bring someone back and you live with your parents and you've got to pretend they're like your housemates.
Just do it in your front room.
I moved in here quite young, yeah.
Hang on. Hang on a second.
Hello.
Just do it in the front room.
If your mum and dad are upstairs, just take them in the front room.
Just take him in the front room. What a lovely thought.
Yeah, this is a weird one. I know I'm usually upstairs and you're down, but I'm downstairs shagging and I am gasping.
Best thing about living with your parents. So what do you think?
It's cheap.
That is the correct answer. Give you that. Yes, the best thing about living with your parents is not having to pay bills. Just because you live with your parents doesn't mean you can't have a life. My mate lives with his parents and he got lucky the other night. Crispy pancakes for tea. Best thing about being a kid?
It's easy.
Go on.
You can shit yourself in public and no one bats an eyelid.
Strange groundswell of support for that, as if... Yeah, that's the thing we're missing out on.
Henning's talking about shitting yourself in public, but I do think, like, as a kid, having a face-to-face chat while you have a shit is something that you did as a kid that you don't get now. Like, you have to look, you have to look at your phone, whereas when you're a little kid, somebody has to go with you. You can just have a little chin wag. Do you know what I mean? Like, my 5-year-old, if we're at a restaurant or something, he'd go, "Daddy, I need to go." And so we go, "All right, we'll go off." And he'll just tell me about his day while he's curling one out. And then what he'll do, which is so... They've just got such plausible deniabilities, he'll go, "Oh, there's a funny smell in here, isn't there, Daddy?" Well, I'm watching you take a shit. Who are you going to try and pin this on, mate?
Stickers, I think. Stickers.
Stickers?
Stickers seem to have some kind of, like, magical property. And then around about, well, for me, around about sort of 12 or 13, they sort of lose their appeal. It must be something to do with the surge in hormones, cancelling out the enjoyment of stickers.
As a veteran of 2 recent sticker campaigns, let me tell you the joy is not undiminished.
Maybe hormonally you're not fully charged yet. Well, maybe you're not actually properly an adult yet. No.
Are you collecting stickers still?
Not still. The tournament's ended, Jimmy. I'm not a loser.
But you enjoy the process?
I enjoy buying stickers and finding out if I've got any needs in my pocket. I mean, I've got needs, don't get me wrong.
Rebecca, what do you think the best thing about being a kid was?
I used to get away with murder when I was little.
Did you murder someone?
No.
What did you used to get away with?
So I just used to try and get my sister into trouble. I used to, like, just go into my room, like, slap my arm really, really hard and then go, "Mum, Laura's hit me," so she would get told off.
And you haven't seen Laura since you went into care, have you? Henning, what were you like as a child?
No, what was I like? Well, I was a lot smaller than I'm now. And then I grew into my current dimensions. And that was mainly all I did when I was little.
Well, that's the first chapter of the book finished. Henry, what do you think the best thing is about being a kid?
Being worry-free. That you have, you're not sure yet about all of the things that we worry about as adults. Gaza and ISIS and Ebola and...
Henning.
Yeah, they're the 4 big ones. They're the 4 things I worry about. John, best thing about being a kid?
Not getting stiff. That was the best thing about being a kid.
I mean, it's to my credit, I didn't say anything there. Tell us more about not getting stiff as a child, John. Sometimes that can happen to grown-ups as well. It's perfectly normal.
If I have a day now where I've gone upstairs a lot in a day, the next day my legs hurt. I used to play football for like 12 hours straight through, breaking only for meals. And I was fine the next day.
Are you looking at Rebecca when you're telling her about your workouts as a kid?
I'm just looking at everyone. I'm looking at anyone who'll look back and hold my gaze. Would you like to do a joke about holding my gaze? I shouldn't have brought them with me.
You never go hungry when you're a kid, do you? Because you can always dine from the head buffet.
I'll give you a clue. It might involve cake.
Eating cake.
Blowing out the candles on the birthday cake.
Birthday parties.
It's the right answer. Best thing about being home alone?
Easy.
Go on.
Using the litter tray. You don't have to go upstairs. And then you can just... I don't know. I don't know what you've been feeding that damn cat. You kick it about a bit and you cover it and you just...
Sean, there's a load of toffee wrappers in the cat litter tray.
What do you think? Best thing about being home alone?
When you just get all nice and relaxed and your brain says, don't want to scare you, but do you think we're going to get killed here tonight?
You live with other people, right? Do you ever get the flat to yourself?
Yeah, and I shit myself.
In the cat litter tray?
Whenever I'm on my own in the flat, this is amazing, it's so relaxing, and I think, oh, I wonder where a killer would hide. It just gets exhausting, checking the fridge again and again, and then you think, you know what?
You think the killer might be in the fridge?
I thought this. Yeah, you're all laughing. What about if you took all the trays out, right? And he's very small. He could be in the fridge. I don't want to get killed because I'm not imaginative enough. You've got to think like a killer to catch a killer.
Craig, do you like being home alone?
Well, it's the only opportunity I can walk around the house naked.
You can do that when you've got company, especially if you want to get rid of them.
I have done that sleepwalking. I've walked downstairs completely naked through a party without even realising.
Sure.
But why did you go to bed when there was a party in your house? Why weren't you at your party?
It was about 5 or 6 in the morning, I think.
Oh, I see. That kind of showbiz party, was it? No, presumably you're never home alone. You've got, what, 3 kids and a wife?
But if they are ever out, what I will do is I will take a nap in each family member's bed. I'll just take a 20-minute nap in each, because I bought the fucking thing. I will sleep in each. I want the beds to know that I own them and I purchased them, and my children wake up at 5:30 every morning, and I need to see why can't they sleep in those beds? Do they not work? And they do. So my kids
You're
are...
not Goldilocks. What are you doing? Who do you live with, Tom?
I just live with my mate Mike. Good guy. We play an apprentice drinking game where you drink every time someone says, would you let me finish? And you drink if you say anything that doesn't refer to yourself in the third person.
And what, if you lose, do you have to wear the curtains as a sweater? Exactly. John, presumably you spent a lot of time on your own over the years.
Well, I don't get to do it much anymore because I cohabit. At the moment, the best thing about being home alone is getting to load the dishwasher in a way that the arm spins around, because the big plates haven't been put in the middle, so the thing doesn't rotate, so nothing on the left hand of the dishwasher is clean.
When is she leaving you, John?
When my wife sees this, she's going to leave me for you.
Well, if you learn to angle the plates, or just accept that the big plates have to be washed, and if you want to clean the skewers, then put them lying flat on the top shelf.
You're turning me on.
The thing is, John, why would anyone ignore that advice? You shouldn't need to say that twice, should you?
Thank you. Amen. I mean, let's be honest, we're all thinking it. I shouldn't have to say it once, because why would you put the big plates on the bottom rack of the dishwasher anyway? I mean, unless you were deliberately trying to piss me off.
Being alone at home, it does give you the opportunity to do things you wouldn't be allowed to do, you know, if your family are in.
Yeah,
it does give you the opportunity. And one of my favourite things, well, I've always wanted to try this out, but I've never been allowed, is to cook a leg of lamb in the tumble dryer. I've always wanted to see if you could do it, you know.
And they won't let you do that?
She won't.
They've got closed minds, haven't they?
I've done a lobster in a foot spa. To be honest, it's the best use for a foot spa.
OK, best thing about being home alone?
I like being able to choose, you know, what to watch on the television as well.
Yes. That is the right answer. Personally, I think the best thing about being home alone is being able to sit round all day in her underwear. Your underwear. My underwear. best thing about having the house to yourself.
Oh.
Tom.
I like to try on my housemates' clothes, which is awkward because I live with my mum and dad.
Do you really still live with your mum and dad?
Jimmy, yes, I do. He does! The housing market is very volatile at the moment. There was a time when it was very difficult to buy. Now it's too risky. We don't know what's going to happen with Brexit.
What do you think? What do you like to do if you've got the house to yourself? Maya, what do you think?
Walking around the house naked.
Oh, they love that,
Like
don't
just
they?
being naked and free.
I never do that because there are mirrors in my house and it's depressing.
Jimmy, you're a vampire. Don't be ridiculous. There's no reflection there.
I do look a little bit like a vampire.
A little bit.
Oh, because you're not pale. You look as if you get sunburnt looking in the fridge. What about you, Rob? Are you left in the house on your own?
So I'm never left at home alone, really, because I've got 2 kids and my wife, and I work away from home quite a lot as well. So I think the things I always think, because I'm never alone in the house, it is nice, isn't it, when you're on your own. I sort of think if my wife did leave me, it would be devastating, but the first 3 days would be bliss.
You'd still have the kids, though. It's the kids that keep the structure. So my daughter lives with me. However, when she's at her dad's every other weekend, I do go a bit feral. And you think you're up to exciting things like having a threesome with the Deliveroo driver and the urban massage guy. No. All I do is sleep 14 hours a day.
Lovely.
And by day, I mean the day. And then stay up all night watching reruns of Teen Mom until she gets back.
You're like a teen mum, where are they now?
By the way, if there are any teen moms watching, I will pay you to buy your placenta and inject it into my face. Richard.
What I like doing, and I get told off for doing it when there's people in the house, so I always do it when there's no one in. I like answering back to the telly. I do that a lot. So, like, you know when it's like Homes Under the Hammer, and then I leave it on, you can hear them going, well, we did tell you it was a bit of a risk. Let's see how it gets on an auction. Well, yeah, you did tell us, didn't you, you smarmy bastard?
Very early in the day as well. Those programmes are on at like 11, 12 o'clock. It's as soon as you wake up.
Well, it's interesting, that Homes Under the Hammer thing, because, you know, if you're watching a box set, if you're watching Peaky Blinders or Narcos or something, you can only really watch that with someone. It feels very lonely to be watching something like that by yourself. But at the same time, you cannot watch Homes Under the Hammer or Bargain Hunt with somebody because that points to a bleakness of a relationship. I think so. If I'm alone, I will watch 10 a.m, by the way, Homes Under the Hammer. I'm watching Homes Under the Hammer, I love it. The second, if anyone else is in the room, I'd be like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I couldn't possibly do it.
OK, so what do you think?
For me, it's to have a quick wank, because lesbian... No, but can I just explain? Lesbian sex takes forever.
Really?
Yes, someone just has to call it. There is no logical end.
It always has to go to judges' scores at the end, doesn't it?
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of like cricket in that way, because it like goes on forever, and there's so many men at home watching it on the internet. But I just sometimes, you know.
What was your term for it again, Catherine Ryan?
Oh, scratching the record.
Oh my God. That's so much better than finger blasting.
No, it's not.
Scratching the record's gentle.
I literally don't know what any of you are talking about.
OK, so let's get some answers on this. Best thing about having the house to yourself. What do you think? What do people... I think, Rich, you were pretty close earlier.
Watching TV?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The best thing about having the house to yourself is you can watch what you want on TV. Yes, the best thing about having the house to yourself is you can watch what you want on TV. My nana's always home alone, or at least she was the last time I checked, but she was sleeping at the bottom of the stairs, so I thought, better not wake her up. Best thing about being single?
Is that what we have to do? Buzz in.
What, when you're single? Yeah, I'd say so.
Thank you. I was in a restaurant, and the very handsome waiter came up to me and said, are you single? And I said, yes. And with that, he took the other chair away.
Oh, no, Tom.
Oh.
No, you can now self-partner. This is
It's
the
what
new
Emma
thing.
Watson said, right?
Yeah, Emma Watson said, I'm going to self-partner.
Yeah. And you can't really do that when you're married, like in the shower if you're quick.
Yeah.
Does self-partnering is an unfortunate phrase, because I know what she means. She's going, I'm enough, I don't need to be in a relationship, but it sounds like she's fiddling around in a chamber of secrets, doesn't it?
I was going to say, you know, sometimes I walk down the street and I'll see a couple and they'll be wearing the same coat, and I think to myself, well, it would be nice to have somebody to hate that with.
I completely get what you mean.
Are you single?
I'm currently single and I hate it.
Do you?
I do hate it, but I love to sleep like a giant X in my bed. You can't do that with someone else.
Wouldn't it be amazing if at the end of this show, Sophie and Tom got together?
Yeah.
You never know, right?
That would be so great, girl.
To be honest, if I was going to marry a woman, it probably would be somebody who's like a German heiress.
I think you should consider it, Sophie. A gay husband would be fab.
I think that would be fucking amazing.
Thank you.
I think that's the secret to happiness.
So, best thing about being single?
Is it having more time to spend in your hobbies?
Hobbies.
Related to that, having
Having
more
sex
time.
with lots of other people. Which is also one of my hobbies.
Have you ever applied for a regular job with the hobbies and interests? Well, I'll tell you what I like. I like fucking.
You know what I miss about being single is that when you're single, I alone would decide if there's a chill in the room. And not sit there in football shorts sweating as the heating got turned up again.
The great innovation in our relationship was the duvet, where you can get different togs on different sides. That's what saved us.
Hey, isn't there a European thing where each side has a different duvet?
In Germany, we have separate duvets.
I think that's the future.
So efficient.
I was like, what is this? One giant... I don't want to share that.
No, right?
I think
It's mine.
the secret is a king-size bed. I've got a super king.
Definitely.
So I can barely hear her breathe.
Is it not very uncomfortable sleeping next to somebody all the time? Does it not get on your nerves?
Yeah, I hate it.
Why?
Because if you do sleep in another room, it makes you look weird. And also, if you creep in for sex, it's like a weird prostitute that lives next door to your house.
Richie Rich, you're in a
The
relationship.
worst thing about being a couple is you have to go out with other couples. Like, if it's just you just go out with your friends. You literally choose whoever you want to go out with. And in a couple, you have to... There's, like, this sort of one-step removed thing where you find yourself on an evening, not only with someone who's not really your friend, but is your partner's friend, but then also the husband of the person who's friends with your partner.
Yeah.
And that can be awful.
And you're aware they're going to be watching this?
Jimmy, a certain type of guy knows, right? A certain type of guy, he knows he's boring. He knows he's there because of his wife.
I get on really well with Rob's wife. I don't know what you want from me.
She is delightful, isn't she? But that house, so cold. I'll tell you what, though, nice duvet.
Lovely duvet.
It's also good to be in a relationship with somebody who's good at pretending to be ill, so you can leave quite early. That's because I'm quite bad at pretending to be ill. But if you're with someone who's good at faking illness, you can literally leave at 9 o'clock if you want to.
So you just want like a Munchausen's girlfriend.
Munchausen's girlfriend.
To bring around.
.com.
It's like, I think I have cancer again. Let's go.
OK, so what's the best thing about being single? What do you think? Genuine guesses.
Is it the amount of space you've got on your phone? Because you don't have to take 5,000 pictures of your partner with food.
Yeah. Is it blowjobs are still a possibility?
Or you don't have to hear their annoying snoring noises, sorry.
Yeah, snoring.
Snoring noise.
Snoring.
No, they make me so murdery. I want to kill everyone that snores.
They make me so murdery. Oh, I should stop it. I'm a little bit murdery.
My favourite German word is Schatzi. Means
Schatzi.
treasure, right?
Yes, exactly.
Schatzi, danke, Schatzi.
Bitte, Schatzelein.
Ja, Schatzi means treasure. Say, I'm feeling a bit murdery, Schatzi.
I'm feeling a bit murdery, Schatzi. Or if you want to get out and go into a party, I'm so sorry, I've done a little Schatzi.
You're quite fit when you do that. I quite like it.
Yeah. I'm feeling weirdly drawn to you right now. So.
Stop it, you, danke.
I think I might be gay in German.
My issue is I can't do a German accent without sounding a little bit like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit murdery.
Perhaps that's what started it all. Perhaps none of them could.
I need if you're watching this in Germany, it's a comedy show. Where would we be without a sense of humour? Germany. OK, best thing about being single. Come on, someone's going to get this.
Being single is good because you're, like, invited more places. You're an ingenue. I only got invited to your house to play Wink Murder because someone canceled. If I was in a couple, I would have been at home, not enjoying a game of Wink Murder.
It was just me and her, and she was murdered. I was feeling very murdery. I know I shouldn't, but I like it.
Very good.
So
I think
happy.
I'm just going to do that voice now.
You're so
really
happy when you do that. You come alive.
And it really matches your laugh as well. You're like, I'm feeling a bit murderous, shouting.
Sophie, what do you think?
General freedom, liberty.
Right answer. Freedom.
That's it.
No. Yes, the best thing about being single is the freedom. Yes. Freedom to make a microwave biryani meal for one and come on your tummy with a finger up your bum.